However much the capacity is of Ali Pali, it was full up. And I was on the stage, I was trying to be her hype girl. I was like, yeah, Tiffany Calver! And as soon as I did that, I literally dropped on the floor off the stage. I'm pretty sure when I got back up, I started twerking as well, because it was just very much embarrassing. Hi, I'm Snoochie Shy, and I am spilling the tea with Cosmo. Don't forget to subscribe so you can see more. How would my friends describe me? I think my friends would describe me as the party starter, always ready for a rave as well. I mean, I collect disco balls at home. I've got about 20 to 25 disco balls just sitting around. So I'm always ready to do a house party, get the disco balls out, get the drinks flowing and create a raving atmosphere with the speakers as well that all connect together. I've got like 5 speakers that connect together. So the raving friend, that is me. The best thing about being Snoochie Shy, I would say that I love music so much, so I get to play music for my job on radio, so that's definitely the best thing. Also, I have a pet cat called Magnum, named after Jamaican tonic wine, and every time I finish work or, you know, I come back home, I get to walk back into my little fluffy cat Magnum. I say little, but he's actually massive at the moment. Like, everyone sees him and is like, what the hell is that? But yeah, so Magnum. Worst thing about being me, I'm gonna say my mushroom allergy and my cherry allergy. I've got a cherry allergy which just came out of nowhere, which means that I end up with hives, and my mushroom allergy means that I need to go to the toilet instantly, and I do miss mushrooms, so I'm gonna say the mushroom and cherry allergy because I will not be off that toilet. A secret about being in I'm a Celebrity would be my BFF. I'm not sure if it got like shown that much, but Adam Woodyatt, Mr. Ian Bill himself, like, I've got nothing left, crazy. He was like my best mate in there. And when I had to take my braids out, which took the entire day, because I definitely had about 200 braids in my head, Adam actually snuck down to the trial toilets. And in the trial toilets, you can have like shea butter conditioner, but when you go upstairs, you just have like the bare minimum. So, and you wasn't allowed to take him upstairs. So Adam actually smuggled the shea butter cocoa conditioner and brought it upstairs to me, and it was just like, Snooch, I've got this, hiding his mic and stuff. And also Simon's farts. Honest to God, like, I missed music in the castle so much, but waking up to the bass of Simon Gregson's farts was like having an actual speaker next to me waking up. So actually, yeah, Simon's like bum activities when it came to the farting was just something that was just insanely crazy, but I was very much here to it. It was like, just raving to the beat, but yeah. I wouldn't say the weirdest fan interaction I've ever had, but basically obviously there's a tube station, but Oxford Circus tube station, there's like this massive thing. I think it's been taken down now, obviously, but I woke up to it and people were sending me loads of pictures of it, and like there was this massive like graffiti artwork, and it said "Big Up Snoochie Shy" by DDS, and it was like massive all over the platform in Oxford Circus. And when I saw that, I was like, what the hell? I really wanted to go and see it as well, but I was with my mum, so I couldn't. But I would say that for me is like, I thought that was really, really cool, to be fair. So yeah. Normally, actually, I'd say the weirdest one though is people saying that like they want to see my feet. I don't really get that. I don't even have a Wikipedia page, but I do have a Wiki Feet page, and people can rate my feet on there. Some ratings are like beautiful, others, I mean, there are a few people that have said those feet are ugly. So I guess like the whole Wiki Feet thing and people saying that they want to see my toes, because they're not really that great, and I do have like a really bent, big left toe. Weird. So people will like, even if I like on my stories, if I'm wearing like flip-flops and stuff, they will screen grab them, put them on the Wiki Feet page for people to review and, you know, like vote for the feet. And then also like all of my pictures and stuff, if I'm wearing a heel, they upload them and like have close-up shots of the foot. Song that is guaranteed, oh my God, song that is guaranteed to get me on the dance floor is gonna be South London's Prime Minister, Giggs, Talking the Hardest, 100%. As soon as I hear that, I am right in the middle of the dance floor. But also, if we're switching up the vibe a bit, Chase and Status, Blind Faith. That one there, you know when you're just like fist pumping, you're just, ooh, sex right now. I don't even know what the words are, but it's something like that. It's just, yeah. Giggs, Talking the Hardest, Chase and Status, Blind Faith, the best. I'm in the middle of the dance floor, skanking it out. My favourite celeb to call for a night out. This is going to be so random, but I'm actually going to go for Jezza Vine. Jeremy Vine, obviously I did Gogglebox with him, and I've been out to a few restaurants with Jezza Vine, and he shows me a different way of life, mate. So, because normally I'm just like in the rap concerts and stuff, but Jezza Vine has got some different vibes that he's got going on. Like we went to like this French restaurant in the middle of like southwest London and stuff. Like, yeah, I'm going to go with Jeremy. My guilty pleasure. My guilty pleasure would be the fact that when I get home after radio, I don't even know if this is technically a guilty pleasure, but when I get home after radio, I can't sleep and I get home at 2 o'clock in the morning. So I normally end up going to bed at around 3. But what I tend to do is it differentiates really. If it's on a Thursday, I'll continue the rave and I'll make music videos with my AirPods in, and I'll just be in the mirror creating music videos to music in my head. That's what happens. Sometimes it might be 50 Cent, another day it might be Willow Smith. And then on a Monday to Wednesday, my guilty pleasure would actually be falling asleep to the sound of a Hoover. I don't actually have my own Hoover blaring out, but there's a playlist that you can listen to Hoover sounds, and that sends me to sleep. I've tried rain music, just need to go to the toilet. I've tried meditation, gets me in a vibe. Hoover music, guilty pleasure. That playlist is popping. Sleep. My favourite musical artist right now, obviously I listen to a lot of rap music, so I would say M-Way, he's from Nottingham, but if I go a little bit left, which is different for like my show, I'm gonna go with Cassiette. She's like a rock girl, she makes rock music, she's just dropped a tune as well, it's called Mayhem, and I've had it on repeat, so definitely Cassiette. Indie rock vibes. Least favourite song in the charts right now. I'm not sure technically what is in the charts, but I would guess like, do you know what? I'm a little bit weird though because I like everything. I like house music, I'll cut some shapes to that. I like rock music, I used to be an emo back in the day. Garage MC, you'll catch me in the middle of the rave as well. I'm trying to think what is in, do you know what? Anything that's just like, just the same words repeating itself over and over again, then that's probably enough for me because then I just feel like, where's the rest of the song? So anything that's just like, yeah, 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 and that's what it says for the entire song, then I'm like, where's the rest of the lyrics? Not that I can write lyrics because I've got no bars. My name is Shy, don't ask me why. That's all I can rap, so yeah. My relationship with social media, I am literally obsessed with TikTok. Like, I just don't know what's happening right now, but do you know what the thing is? When you go on TikTok and you scroll, you're scrolling, and then you realise, Jesus Christ, 4 hours has gone by. It's literally 6 o'clock in the morning right now. Like, I get into like this whole TikTok just tunnel thing, and I just drop in, and I'm just in there. I am in TikTok, swimming through that tunnel, mate. But also, like, even making TikToks and stuff, like, I'm just obsessed with that. So yeah, TikTok has like taken over my life, and I feel like my brain just has TikTok sounds constantly in my head. Every time I'm scrolling through TikTok, I'm just saying uncut jams. And also gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous girls, that one as well. My 3 dream dinner party guests, we're gonna go Jim Carrey, Ricky Gervais and Bad Girl Riri. I just feel like, what the hell? That would just be the best dinner party ever. Ricky Gervais has never invited me to a party. Jim Carrey's probably never going to. Never been to a Rihanna party. So I feel like, you know, yeah, that would just be great. And if gigs could just pop over after for the after party, then it will be great. It will just be the icing on top of the cake. With the disco balls, bring in the 25 disco balls. I might even bring Magnum on a lead as well, why not? So, yeah. The most annoying rumour that I've heard about myself, I wouldn't say it's annoying, I thought it was quite funny at the time, but I apparently got married. I would say the fact that I was married to my friend Michael Dapper, Big Shaq. Me and him was actually in a marriage, had been married for around 5 years or so. I think there was even something about we was planning on having kids and that. No, we got married in a music video, but me and Big Shaq, we have never ever dated like that or been married, but I'm sure that would be a great marriage if so, because when we got married in the music video, it was seriously lit, mate. It was really fun vibes. But yeah, we're not married, we're not, and I don't want to, like, you know, block him and stuff, and he doesn't want to block me. And also when that came out, because I was going into the castle, I wasn't allowed to say anything. I wasn't allowed to be like, oh, by the way, I'm not married. So that was it. My DMs was decreasing because everyone thought I was just out of the game, to be fair. But I was just texting Michael like non-stop, like what the hell? And yeah, we thought it was funny. But yeah, we're not married. No ring. A career highlight for me would absolutely be going in the castle, because I mean, I grew up watching the show, and when I got the call, I was like, Jesus Christ, what the hell? I thought it was a joke. So definitely going in the castle and meeting people that I would never have necessarily met, like in my normal everyday life, and also filming my own TV show that I'm presenting myself on BBC. That's definitely a career highlight for me. It's my first time that I've ever solo presented a show on BBC as well, but it's really, really fun. It's not music as well, completely different. It is called Career Games. Basically, you have like judges from specific industries, and then you have loads of different candidates, and then they basically battle it out, and they do loads of different challenges and interviews, and then one of the candidates per episode gets a job at the end of it in that chosen industry. And it's been really, really fun, like meeting all of the candidates and just like getting to know them, and everyone's so talented as well, and the fact that someone gets a job at the end of each episode is just like such a great feeling. One of the most embarrassing things that has happened to me in the public eye, my friend Tiffany Calver, she was DJing a Spotify event, and I was on the stage. I probably had a couple too many drinks. I think there was about, what was it, 20,000 people in Ali Pali? However much the capacity is of Ali Pali, it was full up. And I was on the stage, I was trying to be her hype girl. There's a video of it as well, and I'm sure she looks really mortified. But I was like, yeah, Tiffany Calver! And as soon as I did that, I literally dropped on the floor off the stage. Like, you could just see me just drop off the floor. I'm pretty sure when I got back up, I started twerking as well to just try and like, you know, uncover that, because it was just very much embarrassing. So yeah, I'd definitely say that. I would definitely say that, yeah. My mum definitely inspires me. Like, she was a dancer back in the day, and then she was a choreographer. She used to dance for like Adidas shows and stuff. So definitely my mum, she's taught me about having a hard work ethic, and even like the way that she dresses and stuff. Like, I have so much clothes of hers in my wardrobe now. Like, she still comes to me and she's like, can you give them back? And I'm like, no. So all of her like leather jackets and stuff, they're in my wardrobe. Her trousers don't fit me because, you know, I have a little bit of an arse. But the jackets, took them all. Thanks for watching. See you around.